Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Joenojoseph, and I'm stepping back in the stew one more time for another Leigh-anne video, man. I'm super hyped to step into this, man. These Glamour Unfiltered interviews have really been so awesome on the channel, and I don't know, I'm just super here for it, you know what I mean? I really love seeing them kind of basically just go into their own lives and like do deep downs and like be accountable for like the things that they've done, the things that like other people have like put onto them, you know what I mean? And also just listening to their struggles. Like it's so heartwarming, like hearing other people go through things, especially famous people, you know what I mean? Like that's the biggest thing, like seeing famous people who you think are just undefeated and can't be held down any longer, you know what I mean? Just seeing them go through things, it helps us so much as people, you know what I mean? Especially us little normal niggas out here. Anyway, man, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Leigh-anne's Unfiltered Glamour interview. Yo, this nigga always be so swaggy. Like, I don't understand what it is. I gotta get me some plaid dress pants, you feel me? And some little, you know, little soft cashmere type tops, you feel me? I could be out here. I could really be out here swagging. I don't know. I need to get my life together.
Online hate all the time.
Oh,
what advice would you want to give those people who suffer from that on a daily basis?
I would say don't look at it. Even things like Instagram, which is kind of toxic a little bit, because it's like, oh god, do I need to look perfect all the time? Like I've got a face tuner, I've got to do this in my picture. You don't have to do that.
Embrace it.
Don't. Be who you are and just love who you are.
Leigh-anne Pinnock opens up about online trolls.
Today we're joined by all-round queen of Little Mix, turned fashion hun for the Umbro campaign, Leigh-anne.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
And we're joined by a special
She never turned fashionista, okay? She is a goddess with the fashion game, okay? Ever since I hopped on the Little Mix videos, her fashion game has been on 9,000, okay?
Oh gosh. This is Harvey, everyone.
Oh, his name is Harvey.
He's dead needy.
He's dead needy.
Yeah. Now, this is your first solo
Bro, he is
interview.
literally chilling right now. He looks
How's it
so
feel stepping
tired.
out
It might be the
online?
lights.
It feels a bit weird. Yeah, I mean, we're so used to always being together. And there's always someone to kind of like fall back on or rely on. But yeah, it's nice to kind of like step out on my own a bit. And I mean, I just love fashion in general. So to obviously be the face of Umbro is just incredible.
And you are working it.
Oh, thank you.
She is working it, and you look amazing in the campaign.
Bro, Harvey wants to lay down so bad. He's like, bruh, like, I'm holding all this weight up, cuz. Like, come on. Just let me, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me just lay up here real quick. Get on them thighs.
Oh, yeah.
And what's something I was reading about what you said recently was that you used to feel invisible. And then how much would this campaign have helped you when you were growing up?
I feel like it would have definitely helped. I think I just feel privileged to be able to be the face of it, and if anything, kind of help girls that do look like me. Like, it's not unreachable, it's not impossible, like anything is possible, and it definitely would have helped a lot. And as I say, there's so much like movement now.
Because we've launched
this
campaign at Glamour called Blend Out Bullying, which is all about trying to eradicate online hate. Because how have you dealt with trolls online?
I'm not gonna lie, the first 3 years of being in the group, I would look for it. I would search Leigh-anne, oh my god.
Oh, babes.
Oh, dang. I can't do it, man. I don't think I can do it, yo. Like, oh my god, bro. Even when Perry started crying, bro, then Jessie, like, she held it like a G. She tried her hardest not to break down. I know it. That's why they did not let that interview go, because Shorty looked like she was like, hey, I'm about to, let's just, you know what, fuck it. Let me go ahead and break down. I'm going to get my tequila after this, and we're going to kick it. That's what she was saying. But, yo, I can't, Leigh-anne just, like, she reminds me of like the like sweet like little like her, like especially her and Jade. They remind me of like the little kids of the group. You know what I mean? Like every time I see both of them, like they literally remind me of like the little kids, and then like Perry and Jessie are like the strong like protective ones. You know what I mean? Like that's my vision of it or whatever. And like about to see Leigh-anne like break down like this is crazy, bro. Like this is what I'm saying. Like just seeing them open up like this is incredible.
Come here. Oh, hon.
Sorry. Oh, fake.
No, it's not. It's amazing what you're doing.
Bro, he's so perfect. Like, I love the fact that, like, he, like, even how he's, like, lean forward, you know what I'm saying? Like, he makes them feel so comfortable, and he's not, like, you know what I'm saying, sitting back, just, like, letting them go through it on their own, you know what I mean? He's making them feel like these interviews literally feel like a best friend talking to another friend about their problems. Like, that's the vibe I get, at least.
We are here.
We are here.
Right.
You're amazing.
Thanks.
So don't worry. We're all here to support you.
Thank you.
Heck yeah.
I would look through Twitter and I would search Leigh-anne from Little Mix, the black girl in Little Mix. I would literally put those in my search engines. And just to see the comments, like, oh, it's honestly, I regret doing that so much, but I mean, I'm here now and I just feel so much stronger, and I don't feel like that anymore. I don't do that anymore. Like, I don't look for it. I want to be someone to, like, she got through that. Like, she was that person, and now.
There you go, girl.
Honestly, I'm just so proud of who I am, and like, it's such a good feeling.
Because you've gone on that journey of self-discovery, like we were saying.
Yeah.
And it's difficult because every single person goes through this. Every single person
Exactly.
is confused about their identity, or they don't feel comfortable in their own skin for whatever reason it is. And I think it's important to show people that you are just like everyone else.
Yeah.
And you go on that journey.
And you will get there, like, everyone will get there. But it does take time. Like, it took me so long. And now I'm just like, honestly, I don't care what anyone has to say about me anymore. And it's just such a good place to be in. But obviously I get upset because, like, I remember that girl, so, but, I mean, I'm still going through things now. Like, you're never like 100% certain, are you? You're never like 100% now. I think there's always going to be some things to kind of get me down and get to me, but.
Well, we're never always finished projects,
No,
right?
we're not, exactly.
We're all on this learning experience together.
Exactly.
And you're going to go through the down times as well as the up times. And it's just remembering that everything in life is transient, right?
Exactly.
And you go through these periods in your
Yeah.
life, and it's also made you a stronger person.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm so much stronger. So much. And like I say, I don't look for those comments anymore. You cannot do it to yourself.
Because we were just saying that we all go on journeys of self-discovery and learning to love ourselves. What has your journey been like on that journey of discovering your love for yourself? Because I imagine it's so difficult to also do that in the public eye as well.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, dude, especially
think
that,
the
man.
first-
Just, like, that is definitely hard because it's almost like people force you. It's like people force you to be better. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have the chance to, like, just feel on your own, if that makes sense. Like, you always have to be at 100%. Like, when you're in that type of limelight, like, that's crazy. I know it's hard, bro. I can only imagine. Like,
3 years of getting thrown into this crazy world, I was still kind of like working out where I kind of fit in. Like, it was a bit of a weird feeling because I did feel, as I say, I did feel a bit invisible. And I didn't really know why. I didn't know why I felt like that. And I don't know, it just took me a bit of time to actually process it. And I think that what I spoke about, that was just the way I interpreted it, and it was the way I felt. When I spoke about it, I got so many messages just saying how brave I was, and it really helped a lot of black girls. And like, for me, knowing that I did that, I was just like, I was just so happy that I did it, and it almost felt like a weight had lifted off my shoulders. It was a good feeling, and I think it needed to be said.
Because it's so incredible to be able to use your platform and be a role model and help people out there. Like,
I'm not
it's
crying.
An amazing way of furthering conversation.
I'm not sad right
Do you
now.
ever have any reservations about speaking out about your experiences?
I think there was some reservations because I was scared to say the wrong thing. I didn't want to offend anyone. And also because it is so sensitive, and it was hard for me to put it into words because it was like a personal thing as well, situation that I spoke about. But as I say, I'm really happy that I did, because it's only really going to help people, isn't it? And like, as I say, it's opening the conversation and hopefully making people feel braver to speak about it themselves. And it's just so important to speak up on these issues because the more people that do, I'm telling you, the more change is going to happen. And I've got the most incredible fan base, like, oh my gosh. And they like pick me up, and they're just incredible. Yeah, and we do it for them. Like, this is why who we are, like Little Mix. Like, we literally are for our fans, and they're the best. Yeah.
I think what's so incredible about the band is you have empowered women. How has that journey of feminism music changed for you since going into the band to now?
Well, I feel like at the beginning, the word feminist, like, we didn't use it, and we were kind of told not to, actually, just in case it was too controversial. Like, to be fair, like, we were really young. Like, I don't think we really were as much clued up as we are now on things. Now it's kind of like, well, actually, we are feminists. Like, I am.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to say that. And I
Damn
think,
right.
and I think as obviously we're a lot wiser now, and things that happened back then like really make sense now. So like at the beginning, when we was on the show on X Factor, we were told girl bands, they don't do well, like they just don't. And we were nearly not going to get through. Like the producers didn't want to put us through because they were just saying like, what's the point? They're not gonna do like achieve anything. They're not going to do well. They're a girl band. But Talisa actually like stood up for us, and I mean, we proved them wrong, right? We won the bloody show.
Oh
like,
God,
do you know what I mean? Like,
literally,
we proved
and
them
now
wrong.
I'm taking over
At
the
time,
freaking
we
world,
didn't really
baby.
think too much into it, but now we're like, gosh, that was really bad. Like, you can't just put all women in a box like that. Like, who's to say we weren't going to win? Like, who's to say we weren't going to do well? So yeah, things like that kind of made us think.
Well, see, stuff like that, like that's kind of like, that's where I kind of like get a little far off on the story a little bit, because keep in mind, like, when producers and people who have been in the industry for a long time and they see patterns of like people not doing well, they're not judging you because you're like girls. It's just the fact of the matter is that in the last couple years, you know what I'm saying, girl groups haven't done that well. They haven't thrived. So you got to be real with certain things sometimes. Like, that's not saying you guys won't do well. It's just saying like, hey, you know what I'm saying, the analytics don't lie. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people who can break out and be great, you know what I mean? But a lot of times, like, it really is just all about if people actually like relate to you, like being a relatable group. And like this girl power stuff that they've always been preaching, like, honestly, I feel like that is their biggest thing. Like, that is what has kept them going. Like, they were able to build like a really, really strong audience of like women, like not just guys, like them like trying to sell them as like sexy or anything like that. Like, they were able to build a really strong group of women that supported them, and that's why they were able to thrive. And it was a lot of to deal with the fact that like, even though they were struggling inside and they weren't really trying to face their problems, their music seemed as though they were trying to face those fears that they had and like overcoming things and things like that. Like, that's just me. That's my outside perspective looking in, honestly.
Actually, like, yeah, like we need to speak up more. We need to actually like talk about what happened to us then, and
but
definitely.
How much has having this really powerful, amazing sisterhood around you helped you?
Oh my gosh, like even sitting here now, like I feel like, where are my girls?
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird. I love them so much, and yeah, so lucky to have that. I think it's so necessary, especially in this industry. You need people around you, and like, oh, I couldn't do it on my own.
Because I also think as well, is like what you guys have shown is you're such incredible friends.
Yeah.
And in the face of people still asking ridiculous sexist questions like, you're in a girl band, so surely you will hate each other.
Oh my gosh.
Or, oh my God, are you really actually friends? Or they just ask you about your boyfriends or whatever.
Yeah.
Is the conversation and the questions you're getting asked changing?
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like this new campaign, we are talking so much more and being so much more vocal about issues that are going on in the world, and it just feels really good. Like, it feels good to be able to actually speak about something that matters. I don't want to talk about my bloody boyfriend, I'm sorry.
No.
Like, and I think the campaigns before, like, it was mainly focused on stuff like that, and it was just like, oh, God's sake. But it's so refreshing to be able to talk about things that matter, honestly.
And also you're powerful women in your own right.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't need to be defined by, oh, you're going out of X, Y, or Z.
Oh my gosh, right? Be defined by someone you're with, like it's bullshit. No, no.
Not in this day and age.
No.
2019, guys,
Right?
wake up. But what would you want to say to, say, a young guy or girl out there who still feels quite unrepresentative? What advice would you want to give to them?
The more women or the more people, I should say, that do speak out about it and not let anything hold you back, especially the colour of your skin. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, that shouldn't be anything to hold you back. If anything, like, I'm so proud of my skin. And yeah, I think you literally just have to go for it. I never let anyone tell me anything. Like, growing up, and I knew I wanted to be a singer, I would literally say it to every single person that entered my life. I'm going to be a singer. I'm going to be on billboards. I'm going to smash it. And you just have to. You've got to put it into
smashed it,
you've got to be positive and just not let anything hold you back, basically.
And that's such an
Honestly.
amazing message, because at the end of the day, you are slaying it
Oh,
in this Umbro campaign.
thank you.
You look amazing.
Thank
You're
you.
an incredible role model. Keep doing what you're doing, because it's going to really help people out there, babe. And you're an incredible, incredible person.
Oh, you're going to make me
Thank
cry
you so
again.
much for sharing it with me.
Oh man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I love these girls, man. They're so awesome, bro. Like, they're incredible, and they literally every time, like I said, man. Like I said, there's some things are, you know what I'm saying, interpret on your own, things like that, like how you feel about certain things, but I really love like listening and like watching their perspective on certain things, and I just like it. I don't know. I'm really here for the empowerment of women, and like I want everyone to have and feel like they are special, you know what I mean? And I really do. And I also want you guys to understand that a lot of times, like, self-reflection is the biggest deal. Like, people can talk about you, people can say whatever, but if you think that about yourself already, it's always gonna bother you. Like, having 1,000 people tell you look beautiful and then 2 people telling you look ugly, if you think you're ugly, those 2 people are gonna be a lot louder than those 1,000. So you have to work on yourself. You have to sit back and reflect every day. Like, it could take months. When you're going through it, 6 months seems like 5 years, okay? But when you finally get through it and you look back on it, you're gonna be like, oh my God, like 6 months ago, I was in the worst part of my life. Like, I was thinking so bad about myself, and now all I can do is lift myself up. You know what I mean? And that's the big thing. That's the big step that you have to take. Like, you have to sit back and really just adjust, really think about what it is that you want out of yourself, like how you want to think, the things that you feel like are important to you, and you just got to work on you. You know what I mean? You got to be comfortable with yourself. I always tell people, like, if you can't sit back in a room with just you and be completely fine, laugh with yourself, talk to yourself, blah, 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 like, if you can't do that, then that's what you need to work on. That should be the biggest thing ever. Like, just work on being comfortable with yourself and being in your own skin, okay? No matter how you look, no matter what color you are, everything. Like, we all deserve to be respected, to feel wanted, to feel like we are supposed to be here. You know what I mean? So stay strong, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I love you so much.